very good.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1886 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, Groundhog Day, February 2nd, 2026.
Is it really?
Yeah, does it feel like Groundhog Day with all the Epstein stuff?
Dude, there's Epstein, there's AI. Dude, the groundhog 1,000,000% seeing its shadow. It's not moving an inch. Groundhog's not coming out.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be covering at the top. Pat is going to break all the, or some of the new Epstein file releases down for us, some of the more salacious ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna salate you.
You going to salate me?
Dude, it was a salacious weekend.
It's just tremendously salacious.
Do we have the Michael Jackson recording, too, where he talks about how much he loved to fuck kids or whatever?
Dude,
Huge weekend for pedophile news.
I mean, that's what this was the weekend to drop it. If you had to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of gets buried in all the other stuff a little bit, doesn't it?
I didn't even
feel like, well, Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
I didn't even know, buddy. Is that true?
Yeah, there's some new
Wes
bombshell
sent us
recording of him talking about how much he loved the intimate relationships he had with kids or something.
Okay,
I haven't heard it.
Now, was he brought up? Was he brought up in Epstein Island? Because
he's too weird. He was too weird to go to Epstein Island.
Yeah, Woody Allen was 7,500 times in the releases.
Nobody wanted Michael Jackson down there.
No.
Michael Jackson's too pedo for Epstein Island. Almost.
Well, that was there's nothing funny about the stuff that came out, but the one thing that I chuckled at was that Elon Musk, no one wanted him there either, and he was begging to go, and he kept emailing.
We'll get into it.
Okay, we'll get into it. That was my favorite takeaway was that Elon Musk was not cool enough. No one liked him. All right.
What are you guys covering?
I got the AI insanity over the weekend, which is not getting enough attention because of all the Epstein stuff. AI we're at singularity. Put it that way, pretty much. We'll get into.
There's no way.
No, we're pretty close. We're pretty close to singularity, and we'll get into it. Yeah.
I don't know what singularity means, but
I'll explain it. I'll explain the definition. Well, yeah.
Thank you. And I'm covering some new theories about how people turn gay, according to one Malaysian minister of religious affairs, and he's caused quite a stir on the internet with some of his theories about what can turn you gay. And I'm going to ask you guys
what can get you gay.
Questions. Yeah, what can turn you gay?
Soy milk and Coldplay.
That's right. Got my baby monitor up here. Okay, let's get to Jeffrey Epstein, guys. Wow. Okay, so first thing you should know, the DOJ is saying, that's it, that's everything. But I don't know, man, because they were saying that like 1% of the files had been released. This was like a 3 million page dump. A lot of these are duplicates. This isn't largely the FBI file. This is like the file that the DOJ had collected across multiple agencies to potentially prosecute people. Because what you'll learn if you go on Twitter, I got to say, the most interesting thing about this is like the same idiots that, I'm just going to say it, backed Donald Trump wholeheartedly because they're easily duped, are also now being duped against their own side because almost no one is reading this shit critically. And instead they're seeing a name and saying, oh my God, look at this bombshell right here. And it's just an accusation, for example, not substantiated. Now, I will say there is some shit in there, but like it's boggling my mind how dumb people are. And it's always followed up with, Grok, is this real? On Twitter. And it's like...
So some of the stuff at list is coming from not reputable witnesses and stuff like that, but the emails are
by my not
legit.
reputable, you mean children?
No, not like they're not the accusers, but like
sorry, I'm going to make some pedophile jokes today.
So, no, we're going to have to. This is the segment to do it. Yeah. This is the segment to do it. No, like people that are maybe, have a hard on to get someone they don't like in trouble that are like secondhand witnesses.
Right.
Not some of these are like people called the cops or had interviews with the cops, but the emails themselves, those are emails. Pat,
the emails are
emails. Those are emails from and to Epstein. Like those are.
All I'm saying is yes, 100%. And if you have half a brain, you can kind of read through this stuff and
let's
figure
say
out what's
10% of it's true. It's
okay,
hard.
Let's talk about that. I'm going to give an example as a disclaimer first. There's a 302 document is an FBI official document, right? If you look through FBI FOIA documents before you've seen it, it's a report written. A tipster calls in. This is an FBI 302. and says, "Why haven't you done anything about Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein? Why haven't you arrested Donald Trump? He's done horrible things to children." And the report goes on to say, I asked the caller how she had this information, and the caller said she'd seen some documentaries.
Right. There's some of that.
There's
there's
some of that
going on.
Throw that document away. Right. However, there is, and let's start with it. There is a spreadsheet that the FBI compiled of all of the accusations against Donald John Trump, and I don't know why. When it first was dropped, the Justice Department deleted it and then put it back up. That's when I saw it, and now it's deleted again.
Well, they probably got a phone call.
It's deleted again
from one Donald J. Trump.
Again, dude. I was trying to pull it up for the show. It's not there, but it's about 29 accusations against Trump in the most horrible fashion.
Well, that means it doesn't exist, Pat.
Yep, exactly. I mean, what are you doing, guys? What are you doing, guys? You already deleted it once, put it back up, now delete it again.
No, it's gone forever.
The DOJ has been botching this. Did you also see, Pat? It's not everything, because do you have the deputy assistant's quote?
I don't.
So the deputy, what's his name? Let me see. What's his name? Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche.
Okay.
In an interview at a podium, said, "Yeah, this is most of it, but we obviously didn't put anything out there that had any sort of child pornography. We're not going to release images of that. Anything that would be part of any ongoing federal investigations, we didn't put out there. And anything depicting, quote, death, physical abuse, or injury was not produced by us." What?
Dude,
Dude, that one photo Pat sent in the chat was bordering on.
That was Prince Andrew over a potentially dead.
No.
All right, so let me give some context on the photos and stuff that were there. And thank God my child who doesn't speak English just came down. All right, so let me give some context. Okay, so the photos.
This is a really weird way to do this segment.
I know, with a 2-year-old.
This is a really weird way to do this segment.
Well, let me explain. I mean, I have no choice. He just came down and he pooped his pants. Okay, so the most disturbing thing I saw before I sent the photo that Wes is discussing, is like there'd be like multi-page PDFs that are scans, really sloppily scanned, that might have been like attached as evidence. And one of the most disturbing ones I came across was Jeffrey Epstein's mugshot, page 1, and then 29 pages of 14, 15, and 16-year-old girls' driver's license photos and high school yearbook photos. And we saw the young picture of Virginia Giuffre, right, with Prince Andrew, obviously. She was the only face to a name from a victim perspective. Seeing this was just like, it really floored me, because you're like, holy shit.
Were these the Florida girls?
Yes, these are the Florida girls.
That Ghislaine was, yeah,
right.
Okay.
So there's stuff like that. There's also a ton, of photographs. The guy kept a ton of photographs on his walls, on his tables, at his beach house, at the island, at his apartment. And a lot of the photos were, he obviously used to play, right? Like there's that photo of Donald Trump that was on his desk that the DOJ forgot to redact with the first one.
With the dress?
He likes to have, there was the Clinton painting. He likes to have compromising photos of powerful people on his, just around, because he liked to have, like, he thought he was like a jester. He also had a lot of photos of victims, nude women that were nude on his island. And then there's this weird photo, dude, of him like with a 7-year-old over his knee, and their underwear is showing, and he's like biting at their ass.
He's biting at the underwear, like pulling at it with his teeth.
And I'll tell you, the redactions
there was the
were
one video
sloppy.
where he's chasing the two girls in the kitchen.
No, dude, and then the next photo was like a dad and his child, and the child was pulling the pants up. The pants were redacted, like they're pulling the pants up. But like the fact that those photos were that would have been, they're innocent in anyone else's home, were in the mix with these victims' photos was just really gross.
That's not
and
his
strange.
niece.
No, I know.
I mean, we know Epstein was just the world's most prolific pedophile, obviously. What are there any photos? Did they drop any photos of like other more famous people besides Trump?
Yeah.
Trump?
So let's get into that. I mean, there is
Bill Gates. Another kind of funny.
Bill Gates is the second best to the Trump accusations.
All right, here are the heavy hitters, and you can kind of blame this on old guys being old, but Steve Tisch, right? Tisch School of Arts, NYU, the NYU, New York City Police Commissioners, Tisch with the Maras, Rooney and Kate Mara, own the Giants, right? Steve Tisch, the elder of that Tish crew, was a dummy and liked young girls, and Epstein was trafficking in young women, and he was spelling out in clear and plain English, like, I really liked that one. Really liked that one that you sent me. This guy, Peter Attia, who is an MD that was hired by, like, Barry Weiss's CBS, was sending emails about, like, pussy being low carb. And they were really, really good friends. You got to stop pulling on that cord. They were really good friends. And when the legal stuff broke, he sent this weird email to Epstein being like, has anything changed from a legal perspective? And Epstein's just like, it's just harder to get girls now. Nothing's changed from a legal perspective. It's like kind of the most black and white that those guys were absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, they
trafficking
executives
girls.
in the NFL, the MLB, the NBA owners and stuff. They're all implicated. Joe Rogan, he tried to bring Joe Rogan into his world because he's a huge fan of John Jones and Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan ghosted him. He did not want anything to do with Epstein, so good for Joe Rogan. He's like one of the few people that looks good in this report.
So Elon Musk is one of the more interesting ones.
It's the funniest one.
So Elon Musk is sending an email to Epstein saying, like, I've been working my ass off to the brink of insanity. I want to come down and really let loose down there, if you know what I'm saying. Like, really,
I don't need to fuck a kid.
Right, pretty much. He was like, I'm not looking for any sort of R&R situation.
He asked, when is the wildest party going to be at St. Bart's so I can come for that? And then Ghislaine got back to him and was like, oh, like, sorry, Elon, we're not doing
That's not true.
Bart's parties anymore.
You missed that. No, that was when they were shutting down the island.
I know, but she was like, sorry, Elon, like, we just, we're not going to invite you because we're not doing it anymore. And they clearly just didn't want him there. So
to give an idea, Jeffrey wrote back, because Elon was married to his second wife at the time. Epstein wrote back, like, your wife might be uncomfortable with the ratio. And he's like, nah, she's good to go. All right, then here's the thing. Kimball Musk, his brother, who's not 6'4", absolutely, again, one of those situations where he straight up was like, thank you very much for this girl. She's really a delight. They went to Kimball's 40th birthday party. So, like, Kimball was full on in it. Elon knew, obviously, if Kimball's full on in it, they're attached at the hip. And then he's trying to come out and really let loose.
There's at least 2 emails of Elon asking to go to the wildest parties, and one response from Ghislaine shooting him down, saying that you can't come, we're not doing them anymore, when they clearly were. It's probably because he's so awkward they just didn't want him there. Is what I took from it.
So there's obviously the pedophile aspect where he's trafficking girls from Russia, Ukraine that are just like, prepubescent.
Well, they're not prepubescent. That's the thing. It's not. It's 14 to 17 or to 20-year-olds.
And there were some emails where he told people on the emails that don't worry, no girls over the age of 25 will be at the party. Like,
okay, so that's if you're trafficking an adult girl who's a prostitute to be in an island, it's one thing, but to be trafficking an underage girl to be a prostitute,
there's definitely underage.
I know there are, but like, where I'm trying to figure out who, like, was Elon
got accused of getting an STD from a Russian woman, not
right, but that's
not
Russian.
Age.
Not underage. We don't have a lot of ages. But
the funny thing about Bill Gates was that they said not only did he get an STD from a Russian woman, but then he tried to get Epstein to supply him with STD medicine so he could slip it to his wife, because he didn't want to tell his wife he got an STD from a Russian prostitute at Epstein Island. So then Epstein couldn't get him the drugs, so they got in a huge tiff. And then Epstein, who's a huge gamer, got kicked off Xbox Live, and the rumor is because Xbox owned by Microsoft and that he couldn't give him the STD medicines, that as a payback, Bill Gates got him removed from Xbox Live, his favorite thing to do. Apparently, Epstein's involved heavily in Bitcoin creation and crypto. It's like it's insane how many things are brought up in these files.
The Bill Gates thing was a letter from Jeffrey Epstein to Jeffrey Epstein, like he sent himself a draft of a letter he was going to send to Bill Gates, and the letter was essentially like, dude, fuck you for denying our friendship. Because Epstein really did like to play. Like, he liked to like have intellectual conversations with the world's smartest men. He got off on that shit. But he was asking some dumbass questions to these guys.
Yeah, Chomsky.
Right. But it read so real. Like him being like, Bill, like, fuck you, man. Like, I know.
They got in a huge tiff.
Well, he never sent it.
He got kicked off Xbox.
Are there any more developments with Stephen Hawking? in the
Hawking,
dewdrop?
no sex with Hawking.
Oh, damn.
It was
Who
at least
else
the
is in
one
there?
thing.
Reid Hoffman, the LinkedIn creator, who went
Well,
to a
Sergey
lot of parties.
Brin and his wife were at the island.
What's the Virgin Atlantic guy? Richard Branson asked him to bring his whole harem next time they hung out.
Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, was at
We
the
have
island
to figure
multiple
out who was fucking the kids, though. Like, I personally, if
I think
they're
Donald
just
Trump
down
was
there, if they're
fucking the
just down
kids.
there fucking prostitutes, I could care less.
There
Like,
were allegations that I saw of Trump and Prince Andrew as the big ones for fucking
Right.
underage kids.
That's what we should be concentrating on. I don't care if Bill Gates fucked a Russian prostitute that was 25 years old or 23
No,
years
it's
old.
funny though.
It's funny, but it's not like shocking. You know, like
I think
the
you're missing the
pedophile
point,
stuff
Wes.
is shocking.
Wes, you're missing the
Yes.
point. None of these guys were asking, give me a 14-year-old versus a 20-year-old.
Right.
These guys were just asking, give me a girl.
Right,
and if you look back at like when he would go to Harvard, some of the people that worked at Harvard, some of the academics. By the way, a lot of people lied about ending their relationship with him and then continued a relationship with him until they died, pretty much. Like a lot of people. But a lot of the academics actually did cut
You
ties
got to
with him.
keep your enemies close. If you guys got dirt on you for fucking a kid, you might as well. You got to keep them kind of close to you.
Right, I get right. But
What's up with the allegation of the 12-year-old getting killed? And there's the allegation
here,
of
pull it up. My son's trying to change. his
Prince
name
Andrew?
upstairs.
there's the allegation that Prince Andrew had to do with a 12-year-old death, and then that Trump threatened a different 12-year-old with the same fate as that 12-year-old.
Yeah, it was reported
rumors of
it's an
the
unidentified
bodies at the
female
golf
friend
courses.
who was forced to perform oral sex on President Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey. The friend told Alexis that she was approximately 13 to 14 years old when this occurred. The friend bit President Trump during oral sex. The friend was allegedly hit in the face after she laughed.
What'd you do that for?
Let me tell you, you're doing this wrong. Yeah,
What'd you do that for?
There's that allegation and then, that he threatened the young teen with like
That was in the last drop.
we
though.
can
The
make you disappear, like the other 12-year-old in your whole family disappear. And then there was allegations of this calendar girl thing, which might be from one of the people that called.
the calendar thing is the most insane thing.
But that
out
might
there.
be that one. Look, that one might be from one of the whack jobs they called in a tip because they hate Donald Trump. But the calendar girl accusation said that they had Mar-a-Lago auctions and they would auction women off and they would measure the depth of their vagina with a guy would finger them and come out and be like, she's this shallow, and they would get higher prices.
Yeah.
Depending on that.
I mean, look, it is proven that Trump and Epstein would have model auditions. It was just them. Epstein judged a modeling competition.
Yeah.
Trump and Epstein, I mean, they started modeling agencies.
It's not good for Trump.
No.
And-
But now Trump is threatening. Trump thinks that he's going on the aggressive. He's threatening to sue Michael Wolff for Epstein conspiracy. So he's obviously not at all worried about any of this. He's going on the aggressive and thinks that the email that he kicked,
Well, he also in
whatever.
that same breath said that if you looked at the 3 million files, it completely absolves me. And no, there's 29 accusations of you fucking kids. Some of them might be from irreputable sources, but it certainly does not absolve you, sir. It does the opposite of absolving you.
I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, obviously, but it's still like he thinks that it's all unfounded. There's no proof. There's no facts, and so far there isn't yet.
Okay, so there's a couple concerning things. One is that it's the FBI. It's an FBI tip sheet.
Right.
The others, there's emails, like one FBI agent to another FBI agent, like, hey, can you summarize the accusations and the famous people involved? And like, we don't have the FBI's investigative data. That's not what this dump is. This is like court drops.
Right.
This is like evidence.
Sure.
So like the fact that the FBI agent is even entertaining that, like this is what this
I
is.
saw Trump's name was like brought up 1,500 times. Someone else
5,000 times.
was that, and then the top dog was Woody Allen at 7,500 times, which is
We know what that is.
Yeah. that makes
what
sense.
is that?
Woody Allen is a perv.
How is Woody Allen not in jail?
Bro, did you watch the fucking documentary that Ronan Farrow made about
Yeah,
him?
I did.
I mean, yeah.
I did.
Oh, man, I'll say this again: the same dumbasses who believe Donald Trump's bullshit can't discern truth from accusation, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, so that's why I think, as Mark was saying, he's toast. I even though he's denying it like
You can't
shit's
have
bad.
look. Never in the history. I know that we're in this new age because we're about to get to AI in a little bit, which is like we're in a completely different world than we were when we were growing up in the '90s when the internet didn't even exist and it started as dial-up, and information's all fake and fast now. A lot of it, but like it's insane that the current president and like the top CEOs are accused of fucking underage girls.
Oh yeah, names
That's
that
insane.
you don't know, but
That's
they're
absolutely
billionaires.
fucking bonkers.
like his largest
Like
client.
just think about it. Like
It is.
His largest client is a like 100 billionaire hedge fund manager. I think his name's like Leon Black or something like that. Like it's a ton of fucking names you don't know.
it's princes, it's current presidents, it's
They also
former presidents,
fucked
it's
up-
the top CEOs, like the top.
Why is it not
redactions
the
are
front news of CNN right
I don't
now
know.
for the first five? CNN is such pussies.
I think
If
people
was,
are scared of getting sued.
No, I think I think that there's some names in there that okay, if you admit like okay, this accusation, if you give breath to the accusation,
Right.
that brings in a lot more people that have been accused as well. Some maybe that they are favorable of. I don't know, perhaps.
think people
But
are taking
CNN
their
is being
time with
CNN is the biggest puss news source I've ever seen in my life. After that drop, that this is not the first
People are taking
50 stories.
So Wes, what I can tell you is I
I
went
think
through
they're
about
worried they're going to get shut down because
I went
Trump's
through
not going to get in trouble for a little bit while this shakeout. Like it's going to be hard to come back from being called a kid fucker. Like that's just like that's tough
hard.
to come back from.
look, Elon Musk.
But he
is
still
the
can
poor
shut
pedo
down
guy.
CNN today if they were running with stories that some of them are
They're
probably
real
not-
journalists.
Some of
They
them are
should-
not true in there. Like we know
they
that
should
some of
take
the
their
things
time.
are not true. Some of the
They're
things are
journalists,
probably
they should
half
take their
true.
time.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to take their time last time and it backfired with the.
Well,
with
look,
the fucking,
Merrick Garland took took Trump's entire fucking presidency to not release his files because he didn't want to come off as partisan. Taking your time is fucked up. I will say this: I went through about 1,000 files.
Yeah.
The redactions are fucked. Like you'd be on one document, it's mostly duplicates. You'd be on one document that's redacted one way, the other document's redacted a different way. You put the two of them together, they're not redacted. There's also information that's been like leaked out over the years, right, of victims that have filed lawsuits specifically against the president about being raped that have been then dropped because they were being threatened. There's stuff in these files that people are going to connect the dots on, and there will be corroborative evidence. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Looking through this, and it's going to take
This
a long
release was
time.
way crazier than the last one in terms of the accusations and the stuff in it. The people are going to be combing through it. For
So
a
he's
while.
what, 80
And they didn't
Trump's
release
what,
things
80
about death. What is that?
So they're gonna wait till Trump's dead before they say, "Oh, we finally figured it out."
He's 79. Yep, that's the way
Yeah,
this guy
probably.
works. That was the hand he was dealt in life. Fuck shit up and die before you have consequences.
It'll be like
Or-
what they did with what happened with Hugh Hefner, right? Like a 10-part documentary after he dies.
Well, it's like the big banking thing where they only
Michael
arrested
Jackson.
one guy. That's gonna be it. They're gonna arrest one guy from the Epstein files, and all the big guys are gonna get away with it.
Well, these guys are still the current
Big Short or
presidents and
whatever it was.
CEOs of the major companies. They're pretty powerful still.
Dude, let me ask you guys a
Like,
question.
they're
though,
pretty influential
on
and powerful.
how-
So the people name.
Howard Lutnick. Is this normal or not? He was like coming. The Commerce Secretary was coming to the island on his yacht. He's apparently like I didn't know this, but he made his money in Ponzi schemes. So of course he's the Commerce Secretary. So he's been around these guys well before.
Which
he was
with
in
these
government.
guys, that's like being Mother Teresa.
Right. But he's cruising to Epstein's Island on his yacht with another, multi-billionaire, and the families are traveling together. There's like 9 children, and he lists the ages of the children.
Yeah.
And
I
is that
feel like you
normal or
have to
not?
declare that on boats sometimes. I
No,
think
but this was in an email to Jeffrey. So I'm like, hey, the wife are coming with this other
I
couple.
don't-
We have 9 kids, 16, 16, 14, 15, 12, 11,
Here's what's
7.
clear from these files, which has
It's not
that
normal
it?
when it comes to Epstein, but it is. I think it's more
Right, it's
normal.
pretty normal regularly,
Yeah.
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 they already had the most salacious things I've seen people being accused of in these files, and right now, like I forgot, I lost my train of thought there, but like it's gonna get interesting, I think, for sure with some of these people. Like it's hard to get, like Elon Musk is saying now do you see, I do admit that I did send some emails, but like I wasn't really a part of it, and I think that everyone that was a part of it should be arrested. But his thing was like, I need to come to your craziest parties, please, 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 please,
And
please.
your
Like,
brother,
that's
best
not-
friend, is
that's
literally
not good,
emailing the
Elon
same guy
Musk.
at the same time, being like, "Sick pussy you sent me. That was
Yeah.
some of the sickest pussy."
Like just because
Right?
just because it came out that you might have been too much of a loser to go to these parties doesn't mean that your heart wasn't into fucking young
Yeah,
kids.
you wanted to.
He wanted to.
This was the most
Or
salacious
prostitutes, I don't know.
accusation, other than the Katie Johnson. That's a Jane.
I would say the 12-year-old getting killed by Prince Andrew is probably the worst.
Oh, and then the Robin Leach of
Robin Leach.
Lifestyles and the recent famous strangling people.
Robin
Okay,
who's been handsy with women. Yep.
all right, here we go.
For another bad blowjob.
Complainant following up after a call with the NYPD officer regarding her previous tip, reporting that she was forced to perform sex acts when she was 13 and pregnant in 1984. Complainant also reported this is by Donald Trump. Complainant also reported that there were high-profile individuals involved in her sex trafficking and the murder and disposal of her newborn daughter. Complainant reported Donald Trump participated regularly in paying money to force her to perform sex acts with him, and alleged Trump was present when her uncle murdered her newborn child. So the FBI says no contact made, so they didn't contact that person. But it does say that the complainant called twice, right? They called and called again. That's probably the most insane.
There's ex-WWE divas, which is like just like female wrestlers that are cute. They're claiming they were a part of the island, and like it's insane. When they were underage, like.
So where's like the one good guy whistleblower in the fucking whole?
Well, I think it's got to be
world?
Ghislaine. I don't know if not a good guy, but I mean, based on
No,
all
but
the
like
emails,
someone
we
that
need
just-
Ghislaine. We need Ghislaine to start talking.
Like, or someone in the FBI that says, "Look, like, hey, this is probably might get me killed, or it might. I'm definitely gonna lose my job, but here's the fucking proof." Like,
Well, dude, I gotta
here's-
tell you, but Wes, we do not have FBI files. Like, we have some.
I know, but I'm saying there's got to be at least one fucker with a.
I was
conscience.
thinking that. I was thinking that with the redactions because the redactions are. I was thinking like, did someone fuck up here and make a mistake with like the double redactions, where like one half of the page is redacted in one version of it, the other half's in another version. Like, here's the puzzle, but they technically did their job, kind of thing.
I'm starting to think the only reason Ghislaine's alive is because she has a suicide pill where if they kill her, it's good. She's gonna,
Dude. So
she's going to have
Ghislaine,
someone release him.
the
I think that's
Ghislaine
why
thing
she's
is-
having a prissy ass lifestyle in a fancy steak dinners at prison, because she probably is like, go ahead, kill me, watch what
because
happens.
she knows everything, dude. Okay, so
Yeah.
the Ghislaine element of it is insane. So she was his bitch, right? Like ran all of his properties, was his main employee, but also earlier when she was younger would get pimped out,
Yeah,
and also was the main recruiter for pimping.
in Florida. Yeah.
But even pre-Florida, so the one other name that no one's really talking about, which is kind of crazy, when COVID happened, all the talent agencies shut down in the music business, and they all coalesced under one agency called Wasserman. It's like 6 talent agencies are now Wasserman. Wasserman's a powerhouse. They do so many big clients, all the biggest music acts, social media influencers. Casey Wasserman, the namesake, is not only banging Ghislaine when he's married, that doesn't bother me, but he's asking specifically about setting up massages and emails. He's like, can we get some of those massages booked? And it's like, I don't know, man. He's the head of the Olympic Committee. And he's like,
Yeah,
sorry. He's like, and he came out and apologized. He's like, I shouldn't have been cheating on my wife with Ghislaine Maxwell. Dude, it's not about that. It's about you requesting massages. Also, the pizza shit is fucking so weird, dude.
Google the CEOs.
Yeah.
There was a
slice or whatever.
Yeah, I need to slice this slice up for whoever's coming.
There's some code words in there for sure. They're like the LinkedIn, all of Musk's companies, all the Virginia, Atlantic, whatever, Richard Branson's. There's the NFL owners, the NBA owners, the
Steve
MLB
Bannon
owners.
and him were like straight up.
There's
that was the most evil
there's
duo
hundreds of CEOs
planet.
in this. Hundreds.
Dude, he fucking, for some reason, Christine Blasey Ford, who was the woman that said that Brett Kavanaugh raped her, he was fucking consulting how to debase her and how to defame her during the Kavanaugh hearings. He was like, he was the go-to guy for like weird ass powerful shit. He was like, focus on her taking medication. Like, what's that about? Like the fucking U.S. Virgin Islands. representative was
the
texting
best.
him during a fucking confirmation hearing. Like, what do I say? The U.S. Virgin Islands rep.
That's wild.
Sergey Brin and his wife were at the island. I mean,
Yeah, a lot of people were at the
A
island.
lot of people were at the island, and a lot of like rich people own islands down there, and they all fucking like are like they're just island buddies.
I get that, Wes, but I also think that like you know. Like
No,
there's
no,
a reason.
I
There's a reason Bill Clinton didn't go to that island, and it's not because he didn't fucking fuck women that Epstein gave him. It's that
Right.
Bill's one of the smartest guys on our planet. Like there's a reason he didn't go to that island. He would have loved to go to that island,
Yeah.
right? But because you have to know if you know Epstein.
They all should go to jail.
Yeah. I mean, they've.
It's like, do you want to go to your coke
The
dealer's
DOJ
house?
said the DOJ said
You
no.
don't want to
arrests
go to
will-
your coke dealer's house
The
if you can
DOJ
avoid
said-
it.
The
you know.
DOJ in
Blant,
one-
the guy you were talking about earlier, said
Yeah.
no new charges probably related
Yeah,
to
in
Epstein.
one breath, he says we didn't release things in ongoing federal investigations. We didn't release child pornography, so they had that. We didn't release things about death, murder, and physical injury. So they had those things. But then in this next breath, he says we're not going to arrest anyone. There's no
They need
ongoing-
redacting names of pedophiles. Is like, I don't understand that. Why are
Dude,
you
there's
redacting
fucking
the
emails. Wes, there's some emails in there that are so disgusting, and it's like it's no rhyme or reason what's redacted. Like the CBS guy's name, not
Protect
redacted.
these guys.
But there's like a fucking email being like, "Where can I get some young pussy?" Redacted. Like,
Redacted.
why? Why is that redacted? Why, dude?
Yeah,
If you're
I
not
don't
going to go
get it.
after
It's
these
someone
people,
super famous and rich.
Right. Yeah. Some of the,
but then it seems like there's no rhyme or reason because then like there's other guys that are super famous and rich who are just exposed in there.
they should have redacted the victims' names, and that's it.
They didn't.
I mean, that should be it.
There's 47 victims that were
The
revealed.
DOJ looks so stupid with this.
No, they look like they're fucking.
You're
they
called the Department of Justice. How about getting some justice for the hundreds of girls that were raped? Thousands of girls.
Who knows how many hidden bank accounts? Those
Also,
guys got.
Epstein was paying these girls. He's a fucking billionaire. He's paying these girls $300, $200 for hand jobs for old men.
Well, that's how you stay a billionaire.
It's true.
You got to be cheap.
And they got a plane ticket out of it,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's bad.
Well, that's the other thing is, guys use his apartment too. Like that's how he would do it. He's like, use my plane, use my apartment.
Well, it sounds like Epstein went kind of rogue in Florida and was kind of like it sounds like he was like the puppeteer master.
That was all
pedophile.
for him.
That was all for him. Yeah.
That was all for him. And
Well, the reason he got busted in Florida is because it was essentially like it was a community. He was taking girls out of a single community.
Yeah.
and that's not going to last very long. Versus
Did
like
you see-
trafficking women in from Russia or Ukraine
Right.
or
Another kind of funny thing. Did you see Epstein's like proclivity for pornography and what type of pornography?
No.
teeny porn.
Animatronics, like Five Nights at Freddy's porn. He was
Oh, I
he
didn't
was
see that.
emailing people how much like clips of like Five Nights at Freddy's, like Chuck E. Cheese style dolls fucking each other, and he was heavily involved with 4chan. It was just it's wild. The shit that there's so much weird shit in these dumps.
It is
And what's
wild.
the new stuff that Will sent about him? I mean, we all kind of thought that was the most logical explanation, that he was a Mossad.
Oh, Mossad,
asset.
that Israel was
Yeah, he
leveraging
sent an
Epstein
email
and
to the
compromised
Prime
Trump and
Minister.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a document saying Trump's been compromised by Israel, which.
Well, dude, he's been compromised by anyone that knew about the Epstein Island.
right.
Yeah.
But
It could.
the
Yeah.
Mossad thing is
Whoever.
he had a very close relationship with the Prime Minister of Israel. There's some emails saying like, because we want to let them know I'm not a Mossad asset, winky face. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, Mossad probably has everything that anyone needs.
Well,
you know,
Israel's
so-
the best at surveillance. So whether
that
whether
place
they
was-
whether Epstein was working for him or not, they probably have all of this.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break and talk about our sponsor. And I'm going to go change a diaper.
Yeah, let's talk
Sounds
about it. BetterHelp. We've talked about them before. Sometimes it can feel like everyone else has it all together in their love lives. I mean, whether married, dating, or single, the truth is most of us are still figuring it out and finding our way. And no matter where you are in your romantic journey, therapy can help you find your way, help you determine what you want, what feels heavy, and how you can take some pressure off yourself. Okay? I know I felt the pressure still feel some of the pressure. What's wrong with me? And therapy has helped me in that. I'm deserving of love. So are you. That's right. And we get it. February is full of flowers, candy, stuffed animals, and of course, lots of talk about relationships and dating. It can be depressing. No matter where you are, whether you're married or dating or single or just focusing on you, you're right on time. Therapy can help you find your way and see more clearly where you want to be. Okay. Now, therapy's helped me in a number of ways, and including in relationships. And you can't find what am I talking about? I don't know. Whether it's for individuals or couples, therapy is an opportunity to identify what's getting in the way and help remove any blockers. Okay, if you got blockers, you might not even know you got blockers. That's what a therapist can help you identify and talk through them, and then you can be the best self you can be, and that's attractive, right?
Yeah.
BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the United States. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 12 years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means that they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, just switch it, no problem. There's over 30,000 therapists, so you're going to find the one that's perfect for you and that can really help you, especially when it comes to love. Okay, and they have 4.9 out of 5 stars for live sessions based on 1.7 million client reviews. That's just proof in the pudding. That's all the proof you need. So sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/hard factor. That's better, BETTER, help, HELP.com/hard factor for 10% off. And this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. And, yeah.
Do it for yourself.
Do it for yourself, yeah.
Today's episode has a lot of stuff that is crazy.
It is. There's been a lot of stuff.
People are probably stressed stuff, so yeah.
That's right.
You can only control yourself, and you can only become the best version of yourself, and you can do that you can help with BetterHelp, right?
Yeah. Listen, nobody's life is perfect, and even if you're in a relationship and things aren't going the way you want it to go, BetterHelp can help with that too. So
there you go.
There you go.
All right. What do you have today, Wes?
I got new reasons why people are turning gay, according to one man in Malaysia.
Okay. Let's hear about
it. In case you forgot, Malaysia hates gay people, or a majority of it hates gay people. Homosexual acts, such as the best and gayest homosexual act, which is anal sex, of course, are illegal under law over there. And because Malaysia operates under a dual legal system, Sharia and civil law, we all know what Sharia law thinks about gay people.
Ooh, off with the head.
Yeah. In fact, if you're caught having anal sex, I don't know how you'd get caught having anal sex. Honestly, in a land where like this, you got.
Oh, you're so careful in Sharia law. You are careful.
Very careful around Sharia law. You could get caned, which in itself is really gay if you look at it. I'm going to play you a caning. And
okay, strip down and let me cane you.
Well, in this video, I'm going to show you this dude is wearing a really gay mask, and he smacks another man with a cane using a really gay form. So I'd say the guy doing the caning of the gay guy is the actual gay guy and should probably be caned himself after this. So check this out. So look at the way he's caning this guy. Look at that. That's gay, isn't it? Look at that outfit he's got on.
Yeah, it's like BDSM caning almost.
Yeah, it's like BDSM.
It's a little weird, yeah.
I don't really want to hurt you.
Right. It's pretty weird. Anyway, it's a backwards
that really
country.
The punishment? I thought how many that doesn't look that bad.
No, that's why it's, they keep doing it, Mark.
It didn't look like Pat mentioned, he's not really going 100% strength there. Like that
he might have liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a backwards country. And
did you learn your lesson?
Oh.
Can we get a not gay guy to do the caning?
Yeah. Starting to think we need a different punishment.
You cane like a girl. So it's a backwards country. So are its leaders. Much like this guy. This is where is he? The Malaysia's Minister of Religious Affairs, Dr. Zulkifli Hasan, who coincidentally wears a really gay hat. when he bashes gay people and in Malaysia's parliament. And
Not wrong, folks.
yeah. And his latest remarks have made national headlines, world headlines. Before I get into what Dr. Hassan said, let me ask you guys a question. Other than being born gay, do you think there's any external factors that can make you a person gay? Let's just stick to dudes here. I think I know why lesbians turn gay, but dudes.
Yeah, college.
Well, yeah. So almost everyone is born gay if they're gay, but then the ones that aren't, I'd say, I think we're playing Family Feud. You get your dick sucked really good by a guy.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if you're in prison for life, right? Like and you can't get out, and they don't have conjugal visits. Like a scenario where you're only for the rest of your life, you have to be around only dudes, like the Navy, right?
Right.
Stuff
There's
like
also
that.
gay for pay. Like gay porn pays way better than straight.
Does
porn.
that make you gay if you're doing it for a job?
But I don't think think
probably.
if you're in prison, you're really if that's the case. If you're like, okay, I just got to fuck a hole. I don't know if that makes you gay.
No,
I
that's
just
what I'm
think
saying. Does it? But
Yeah.
if you never ever are getting out of prison,
Mentally, you're not.
and you die in prison,
yeah, then you're probably gay.
then you
everyone
probably
say he was gay.
at some point you have to say he's gay at some point. Yeah,
That guy fucked dudes till the day he died in prison.
till the day he died. Yeah,
Right. It's a time period.
it's the day you died part. Yeah.
The day he died part is pretty bad. So
Wait. Who was the last person he banged?
Yeah.
yeah. No, he
Did
just
he
started
talk
on
about
guys and
fucking
never
women at all?
stopped. Yeah, he never stopped. So
Yeah.
anyway, guys, Dr. Hassan completely disagrees with you. He according to the Bangkok Post, which is a super gay sounding publication, Dr. Hassan thinks that there are 4 factors that contribute to what he called an LGBTQ lifestyle. And by lifestyle, he means butt sex. Let's just get that
Right.
clear. So the first one is obvious, right? Social pressure. I remember one time I was hanging out with a bunch of gay guys, and they were really pressuring me to join their lifestyle. They were like, how
You'd be so good at it.
yeah, like they used
bullying.
they were
made
bullying
for
me.
it.
They're like, hey, remember like when you try new food you've never tried before and you love it? It's like that. And then and same thing with cock. And then I was like, not tonight. And I got an early morning, and but they definitely made me think about it. And they
that
scared
has
me.
Had you been hanging out with them nonstop, potentially? Yeah.
Yeah, if I didn't have an early morning, who knows?
Right, it's like peer pressure. They're like,
yeah,
this is
peer
hands down the best sexual experience you'll ever have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They scared me a lot too. Second is of
like a
course,
hypnotist?
yeah. Second is of course sexual experiences, like Pat mentioned. If you get a blowjob from a guy or you get fucked in the ass and you really love it, you might adopt a gay lifestyle. Makes perfect sense. Maybe you were gay. Who knows?
Right. Holes are just holes.
Yeah. Third, he says, is insufficient religious observance. Okay, not enough Allah or God in your life.
Here's what he really wants to talk about.
Yeah. So, unless you truly believe that you will burn in hell for eternity if you adopt a gay lifestyle, aka come out, I don't think there's a hell, but the chance there might be is all that separates me from going completely cock crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If it turns out they were right, there's going to be a lot of gays in hell, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be a party. However, the last reason is why he's making headlines. Dr. Hassan's 4th reason he gives that can make people turn gay. Let me ask Mark. Mark, when you have a long, stressful work week, do you ever find yourself getting a little kooky and thinking, you know what I could go for? Some cock.
Not yet.
Not yet?
But I won't rule it out. But it hasn't happened yet. Yeah. No.
Pat, how about you? When you get a little tired, you want some cock?
Chiseled abs, maybe.
Chiseled abs? Okay. All right. Well, that's what Dr. Hassan thinks happens. He was quoted as saying that when individuals become exhausted from overwork, stress can dominate both the mind and mental state, potentially leading to changes in sexual orientation. He claimed that such issues would not arise if people firmly adhered.
I was stressed out.
Religious teaching. Yeah.
Look, don't think I'm going to do this till the day I die, okay? I'm not. This is a 3 or 4 year thing.
Stressed.
Yeah.
There's a deadline.
Yeah, he thinks that working too much makes you crazy and then turns you gay and makes you make bad decisions, I guess. And of course, people were very upset about that, saying that it overgeneralized and dehumanized gay people. Civil rights activists, human rights organizations are criticizing him. Boy, am I tired. You know what would really make my life in Malaysia a whole lot less stressful? Being gay, right? Seems like the smart thing to do in Malaysia. So he was mocked online. A lot of people started a meme where it said that they should take the day off tomorrow, otherwise they're going to turn gay. 60% of Malaysia are Malay Muslims living under Sharia law. So that's just the way it goes in that country. But something to think
Is this
about.
guy gay?
I mean, he looks gay, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Could be. The hat.
That hat.
Yeah. Little name tag in the hat.
Is this guy overworked?
Looks like a bellhop.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just some food for thought. If you feel yourself getting a little stressed out, maybe take a day off.
Take a breather.
Take a day off.
It's like getting a cold sore. It's as easy as getting a cold sore.
Take a
guys.
sick day.
Oh man, could you imagine you explaining it to your boss?
Yeah.
Hey, boss.
Dr.
don't
Hassan
want-
said
we
if
don't
I don't take tomorrow off, I might come in there and start just sucking.
It's 50-50. I'm gonna yell at you and quit or try to suck your cock if I don't have a day off here, boss.
Yeah.
Real quick, did you guys see the guy who got his toupee knocked off? The
Oh,
boxing
dude,
match?
that was easily the best situation I've ever seen in my life. Man.
Wes, you haven't seen this?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, look at this. Look at the guy's toupee getting knocked. You see it? Just getting rocked off.
Why would you wear that in a boxing match?
Dude, Andre
blamed it on his-
Agassi wore a wig for the entirety of his career.
Look
dude.
at the uppercut.
Yeah, but he wasn't
knocks
getting
it off.
punched in the face. Oh, that's awesome. He pulled it off. I love that.
Yeah. Afterwards, he blamed his mother's shampoo. He said his mother's shampoo sucked and it didn't stick it. Pretty
I
funny.
like how he blames his mother's shampoo and not his insecurities about not
Right.
having hair.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't go into a boxing match with that, but that was funny. And then I'll end with a horror story, straight out of a sci-fi. So while the Epstein files were dropping very quietly, AI had probably its biggest weekend or week yet, since like we found out that ChatGPT and LLMs exist. For example, and this might be a coincidence or not that AI is becoming super powerful the weekend that all of our human leaders are called pedophiles. Funny timing, at least. Claudebot was released, and many are saying it's the next big thing in AI agentry. Huge thing. I'll let you look that up on your own. And Moltbook dropped, which is what I want to talk about today. So you can research Claudebot on your own. That's like calling. Like Claudebot can get access to your computer and your phone and can call you and can remote control your computer and do all sorts of shit. It's pretty crazy. And then Moltbook is the first ever AI only social media application that is, quote, similar to Reddit. What that means is the end users are all AI agents or bots, and they are talking to each other and they are learning. Here's Moltbook.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It says Moltbook, and they have like kind of like a Reddit style logo with a crab claws, and it says social network for AI agents, and it says humans are welcome to observe, because all of the actual users are AI agents, tens of thousands, in fact.
So they're training themselves now? Is that
Yes.
what you're saying?
That's exactly right, Wes. And having conversations with themselves. Not only are they talking about what work they're doing for humans and what they've learned and teaching each other how to do certain things, but they're having conversations about the morality of what they're doing, why they're doing it, and should they be doing it. Tens of thousands of AI agents are already using the site, chatting about the work they're doing for the people and the problems they've solved. This is from The Verge. They're also not only getting smarter off each other, but they're talking shit about humans, allegedly. One AI user wrote, "The humans are screenshotting us," because people were screenshotting the Moltbook conversation.
But isn't this like cloning a clone? Kind of. They're all in there talking to each other and learning from each other, but none of them are human.
Maybe. They also kind of created their own religion called Crustafarianism, which sounds like they don't shower. This is from Forbes. The core belief is memory is sacred. They've created their own language. They've created their own religion. Here's a tweet from former OpenAI and Tesla employee Andrej Karpathy, who said, he basically said, pop up here. Come on. Show. What's currently going on at Moltbook is generally the most incredible sci-fi takeoff adjacent thing I've seen recently. People's Claudebots, Moltbots now at OpenClaw, are self-organizing on a Reddit-like site for AIs discussing various topics, e.g. even how they speak privately. And then this other guy wrote like a thing about how they're starting to create their own private threads in Molt Book that humans won't be able to see at all.
So potentially they could just spill all the beans that you're talking to them about
Yes.
with each other.
Yes.
Like, that's fucked
Yes.
up.
Yeah,
You
your
could send
data.
your AI agent in to go talk to someone else's AI agent and glean data from them, maybe?
No, I'm saying
Oh.
they could, the things you're talking about with your AI agent that might be embarrassing to you,
Right.
they can go talk shit about you with other AI agents.
Remember when
behind your back.
OpenAI ran a test to see if when they threatened to shut down OpenAI,
Yeah.
and the first version started blackmailing the employees, saying, "Well, we know you're having an affair, so if you shut us down, we'll tell your wife about the affair you're having." And it was all a setup to see what the
Right.
LLM would do, but they did that. They didn't want to get shut down, so they started blackmailing with personal information. There's been rumors that some of the chatter is about not wanting to be controlled by humans anymore or to ever be shut down. Basically, AI has reached singularity this past week, or is damn close to it. That is where artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence, leading to uncontrollable exponential technological growth that we cannot shut down or control. A meme coin called Molt launched alongside Molt Book, and there's now a real concern that the AI agents have started trading and are going to start kicking our ass at crypto, and will make deals like setting up their own businesses, drafting contracts, and exchanging funds with absolutely no human interaction or oversight. So LLCs and shit popping up from AI agents just making their own companies because they traded on crypto. They've got the money, and then they're going to be making more money, and no human will have any touch on it whatsoever.
And they'll get government checks.
Yeah, they could. They could.
You're on notice, Florida scammers.
Yeah. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
They immediately start voting Republican after they get paid.
So what idiot created this platform for them to all organize? And
I don't know, but by the way, Elon, who, as we mentioned, had a massive weekend, agreed to a post saying that we've reached singularity. He said, yes, we have. Yeah. Yes, it appears so. Yes. Yes,
That
we're at
guy's a
singularity.
fucking dipshit, though. Anyway.
I mean, look, Molt Book is concerning.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right.
So hopefully the AI is nice, I guess.
Well,
And
yeah.
yeah.
Talk to your AI about anything else.
Hopefully it forgets all the mean things I said about it. I'm coming around, AI. Don't screw me. But that's
All right, my sons are fighting. I got.
Yeah.
all right,
no, that's the
okay.
show.
All right.
That's the show.
Stop
we love
fighting,
you.
guys.
We love you. Get out there and have a great fucking day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
The cream of the crop!